Good morning, St. Ambrose. Good morning, Tom.
Good morning, Brother Kelly. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Here we are in the Capital Region. We're on phase 3 today, which is great. More things are starting to open up kind of slowly, sort of our new normal. Restaurants are starting to open and some outdoor activities, which is absolutely great. On the church side, again, we're still asking for a little more patience from everyone. Again, this is about everyone's safety and health and all the protocols that we need to have in place. But the good news is weddings are starting to happen, funerals are starting to happen, baptisms are starting to happen. We have a backlog of baptisms, probably about 40 names. So we're scheduling those going forward. Again, we're limited in the church capacity at the moment at 25%. So we're hoping as time goes on that rule changes, that we get to 50%, 75, and 100. And of course, then we can kind of go back to some sort of normal in our, trying times.
Yeah. What other? You were talking to me before about another sacrament that's being more readily offered.
Absolutely. Now we can go back to having regularly scheduled confessions. So what we actually started doing before the pandemic was we had our regular Saturday from 3 to 4, which we're going to continue this week. And then after that, we're going to be doing Wednesday night from 5 to 6 as well. So we're offering that at 2 opportunities. I know people are eager to get back, and a number of folks have made appointments along the way, and I've certainly met them where they're at and accommodated that. But I'm glad that we can kind of get back into the routine of having confessions.
So it'll be this Saturday from 3 to 4.
Correct.
And after that, Wednesdays from 5 to 6 and Saturdays from 3 to 4.
Correct. Just like we had before, which is absolutely great. We have good news on the school side. Our summer camp is open. So they're going to be doing, of course, a lot more cleaning regularly with the kids there. And they are actually going to limit the number of kids that are involved this year because of social distancing, the new requirements that we need to follow. But, certainly summer camp at St. Ambrose is open. So if you're interested, please call the school, and sign up, and they're going to start at the end of the month in June. Again, we're asking for your patience with coming back into the church. I know everyone's eager to do it. And I know that we found kind of an alternative in the meantime of being able to have people live stream the Mass and receive the Eucharist in the parking lot. And it's been amazing, I think, for us to see the reaction of folks who've been able to receive the Eucharist that way, even though it's not the ideal, but just to be able to come back in some way where there's still that balance of the fear factor that we all have with COVID and everything going on, but more importantly, still the opportunity to actually receive and participate in another way. So this weekend, we're going to continue that. We're going to do the same thing, the live stream at 9 o'clock. Afterwards, all of our ministers are going to be out in the parking lot. We're asking everybody just to fill out the form online before they come, like they have been. If they aren't able to, we certainly have additional forms, and they can come and they can receive, reverently, and then, of course, return to their cars and go from there.
I like the numbers that you gave earlier today, is that the first week we had about 140 people.
Correct.
And then this last weekend we had about 180 people.
Exactly.
And I think for people to feel that it is safe to come out, you can receive the Eucharist, you can receive communion, and this is a way of participating in a way that has been kind of shut off from us for a while.
Absolutely. The other thing that we're trying to do, and again, this is about safety, but also we've all been cooped up for 3 months in our homes. It's summertime. We're looking to get out. People are looking to go out to beaches and just to get out of the house. We figured since it's summertime, what's a way that we can kind of have that balance of safety and health and also everyone feeling comfortable, is we're actually looking to develop the week after starting to do outdoor masses, of course, weather dependent. So we would probably start off with one outdoor mass. We would set it up in one of the fields. People can bring their own chairs, kind of come and socially distance out. Families, of course, can, sit together in the same household. But it's a way for us to be outside because we've been stuck inside. But again, come back to Mass, which is what we really want. And then as we go forward, keep doing that for a little while as we develop this plan for coming back into the church. And then, of course, going forward, our long-term plan is to get everyone back here, safely.
Well, I was thinking, we had talked a little earlier today about what it would take to be back open, and that in order for us to get back to some kind of normal, we need a lot more help. And I was thinking, what did you want to say to people about the needs we have for masses to resume within the building?
Yeah, absolutely. So again, we've mentioned we have 18 pages of guidelines that we need to follow. The most important one, of course, is the disinfecting of the church before and after each Mass. So that's where we really need the most help. We can only do so much as a staff, that will certainly be here to support everyone. But the more help that we get, the more people that sign up, the faster that we can then actually get into the building, which is the most important thing. We're working on getting all the supplies that we need, but really we need, everyone's help. And the more people that we have, the quicker that this goes, and it's a way for us to give back to the people that are going to be coming to the next Mass as well, because we're taking care of it so that they can come in safely as well.
If somebody wanted to volunteer from now to be part of that team that would clean the church, who should they contact?
So you can contact salatham@rcda.org, which is our main email address, or you can simply call the office. I'm sure any one of us who's going to pick up the phone will certainly take your information. We'll gather it together and certainly create a list of how we can make this work. But we could certainly use the help, and that's the most important thing.
Awesome.
So either way, again, we're asking for patience. We understand everyone's eager to get back. But again, we want everyone to be able to come in and to have some sort of normalcy in coming back to church so that it doesn't become a process, but more importantly, it becomes that welcoming thing that we're so used to and that we long to have. So God bless all of you. We hope you have a great day, and we will see you this